Alrighty, stand by everyone, please. Stand by, please.
We meet again.
Yes, we do.
We've been told that it's the Three's Company opera as well as the Jerry Springer of opera.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, I think it's interesting to see the characters 10 years down the road. And Figaro is more a comic opera that also has some serious. I mean, it's a really nice mix. When you're younger, life is a little more full of folly, and as you grow older, there's a little more not pain, but the world creeps in. So I think it really is great to see these characters as they progress. And they're going through some difficult times. At the end of Barbara, we saw the Countess and Rosina, who is the Countess, and the Count getting married and thrilled and happy. And in this one, their marriage is not in a very good place throughout the course of this opera. So it's interesting to see. It still is quite humorous how they approach it, but there is some real heartfelt work as well. So I think it's a great part 2 of this Figaro story.
Now that my hair is
That looks great.
crazy. He's a little older, he's a little wiser. He's working for the Count full-time now, an employee, and he's treated that way. He has to go back to the kind of wily guy he was in Barbara Seville, and the guy who could just get everything done like that, and he sort of gets his groove back. It's a cautionary tale, really. It also has a lot of just silliness.
Well, it's funny you should ask, Molly, because
Thinking there are other people bumping into each other in the dark. I know I said this for Barbara Seville, but it's kind of like 18th century, 19th century version of Three's Company. It's the Three's Company of opera.
What do you love about it? Why do you love to sing it?
Everything. Heartbreaking and funny and beautiful and brilliant and fantastic. I love everything about it. I love to sing it. I've been around this opera for probably 15 years now. I never get tired of it.
Can you tell us a little bit about Susanna?
Thank you. She is me, but better. She's extremely bright. She's extremely quick thinking, very passionate. And the love that she and Figaro has is maybe the most real relationship in the entire show. And it's so real and so passionate. And so I think it's the crux of everything. If that relationship is not solid and real, and the connection you have with the Figaro is not really real, then the show doesn't work. It really is the Three's Company. You have, like, yeah, Jack Tripper is Carabino, you know, and who's always ending up in the bedroom, and Mr. Roper always walking in at the wrong time, you know, who's the Count or Basilio. It's something for everybody, I have to say. Yeah, you got the great music and you got these crazy plots of everyone trying to sleep with everybody else.
We've got a whole new arrangement here. We've never done this at Skylight before. We've been in this building, what, like 16 years? This is the first time we've raised the pit this high, put all the musicians up, and we're, you know, have no idea what's going to happen acoustically. It's really exciting. But what we are sure of is that the audience will hear more orchestra detail than they've ever heard before, which is, you know, as long as we can keep our dynamics in the right level so the singers can be heard, it could be a very cool thing. I think
this is a great production. It's given me a wonderful opportunity to design for the Directoire period. We get to make all the men look very handsome and big-chested and narrow-waist, and all the women look very delicate with their empire and their beautiful gowns and trains. So there's really nothing that I dislike about this period because everybody looks terrific.
I'm Marcellina. I kind of work for Dr. Bartolo. And at one point I was quite a woman about town. But now I have my sights set on Signor Figaro. So I'm a cougar, really. I'm a Mozartian cougar. Okay, so this hat. This is just a beautiful, beautiful. I love wearing this hat. Doesn't that just make it? It's like Jiffy Pop popcorn. We have so darn much fun that it hardly seems like work. You get here, it's almost like going to a class reunion. I just love Bill, I love Jane, I love Amy Jensen and Jessica Berlin. Our stage crew are just so nice and so thoughtful. So thoughtful. I mean, it's always about what can we do for you, and so you just feel that when it actually comes time to making art, it's like falling off a log. And things just sort of roll together, and things happen that maybe weren't planned, but they end up working, so we keep them. And I mean, it's just really, really a family.